Welcome everyone to Isfjell, and this week somehow I've managed to collect my 5 original players, which is a minor miracle. So please make an offering at the shrine of your relevant god. Uh,
Mist King. Do it for the Mist King.
Mist King is not a god yet, pending promotion.
Gods aren't real.
Any other statements? No. Yes, I'm this. I am somehow the DM of whatever this is. It was Norse inspired D&D, and I think it still is. Who knows? But I am joined by my 5 wonderful players. I'll let them introduce themselves before I try and recap what happened last week.
Oh, there's an order. I'm first. I'm Tam, the roving DM, and I play Isaac Candy. Oh, pardon me. And I play Adair Treeborn, the Circle of the Stars druid. The smart one who runs away when the dragon attacks.
Coward.
I am going to kick him the next time we're in game. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I'm Mama Distracted, and I play the human warlock, Aldous. And I am very interested in what's happening next.
I'm Chael, and I play Chrysara, the barbarian Path of the Storm Herald, who does not run away from combat because she isn't a coward, and a devout follower of the Mist King, soon to be god.
And I am Bovasaur, playing Torvald, the Hilldorf cleric, who was originally out for revenge and now is trying to use his newfound strength to protect the people that he cares about.
And my name is Moira. I play Uno, who is a human blood hunter from the... Thank you. I'm a human blood hunter who is from the famed Diamond family, and she has now found a different family of friends that she is trying to care more about in terms of bringing safety and fame.
Yeah, and last week they were on the dragon-infested island of Denvala with their new acquaintances, Solway the dwarf, and everyone's least favourite elves, Benley and Lena, who have somehow not been murdered yet. I think only by Torvald's mysterious absence did they survive. The party, after some shenanigans involving pigs and blood sacrifices to mysterious books, the party headed on up the mountain, past the Guardians, and into the dragon's lair. They all had to make sacrifices on their way up, leading to the tragic loss of the astral drive, and, more tragically, Adair's love badger hat. No more shall the squeaking of small rats be heard. Gone. But they made their way up to the dragon's lair and stopped for a rest on its front doorstep. Snuck in and determined that the one shard of the wand was in the dragon's hoard, and 2 others were in the possession of Venley and her wife. But unfortunately, as they were resting, the dragon woke and tried to roast them all. Things got a little dicey. Adair managed to distract the dragon and lure it away by stealing from its hoard and shouting about it. And as people were on the brink of life and death, potions being tossed out, Chrysara called upon the Mist King, and you heard the faint hum of music, the mist swirling around you, and then this shattering sound. It's like breaking glass. And that was where we left off. And that is where we will pick up after the intro. There's the sound of shattering glass and then the sensation of falling. This dark void, and then in a thud, you hit cold, frozen ground. And several things strike you at once. First is the drastic temperature change from the heart of a volcano to wherever you are now. Like, you've gone from almost unbearably hot to unbearably cold in an instant. Second, you seem to have swapped dwarves at some point. Solway is no longer with you. Torvald is. Though Torvald, the last thing you remember was being camped out on the slopes of the Mother of Fire. And now you are here with the others in this vast, darkened cave. These icicles hanging from the ceiling, the floor covered in snow. And the eerie, whistling wind blowing around you. And ahead of you, what looks to be this doorway framed in ice. Aldous, yes?
Are the two bastard elves with us still, or no?
No sign of the bastard elves. You explicitly left them off the guest list.
What was that? It's freezing here. And where did you all come from? Well,
This isn't the right place.
what do you mean the right place? I was sitting there, and all of a sudden I was here.
Well, you missed the dragon fight.
Well,
That
I've
wasn't
certainly
much of a
fought
fight.
enough dragons.
Rasara called on her god friend, and apparently he kicked us in the ice hole.
But where exactly is the ice hole?
He didn't do this. Aldous, I believe this is the work of your bitch queen.
But she doesn't live in the snow. Aldous is shivering and teeth are chattering.
Why did you leave Lena and Nine Fingers behind? They had pieces of the wand.
I didn't leave them.
You specifically said that they could be left behind. I heard you.
You didn't hear shit. It was all mental.
You
would
think
have no
too
way of knowing.
loud.
Adair wouldn't know that part. But
Damn.
He
It's gonna have some fun at Kasara's expense.
I cast metagaming at the 9th level.
Hold on, let me roll for that. Nat 20.
Nat 1.
All right, I'm gonna look around to see if we can find anything for a fire, where we might be, where the mouth of the cave is.
So you're in this cavern. It's sort of like this, almost like entranceway. You can see it sort of opens out onto this plain of frost and ice. You can see a dark, starry sky up above on one side of this cavern. On the other side is this icy doorway. As you're looking at it, you watch as this little crack runs down the ice, and this door starts to slowly swing open. And
That's not my patron's door.
And whose is it?
and a figure steps out. They seem to be almost ogre-like in size. This tall figure dressed in very thick, warm-looking furs. Hello? Greetings?
Who are you?
I am Is. Is the Queen expecting you?
Where are we?
Fortress of Eternal Night.
That sounds familiar.
That sounds very familiar. To make sure that we have the right location, what is your queen's name?
He looks kind of shocked by the question. Like, she is the queen of ice and darkness, lady of winter, daughter of the bitter ice. I would not dare to speak her name.
Well, not her actual name, just what she goes by. Yeah. Aldous.
The last daughter of the ice. He kind of looks around.
Aldous.
His voice goes, I heard some people refer to her as Olwen.
Yes, the queen is expecting us.
Here
Aldous!
we go again.
Aldous! They said queen. Yes, she's expecting us. Tell her Chrysara is here.
One moment. The frozen door swings shut and you're left out in the cold as you hear he disappears back on the inside.
Aldous! She's the queen!
Yeah, we killed her brother, remember? I'm going to huddle next to as close to Uno and Adair as possible because I am so cold.
I am going to ask for Constitution saving throws off people here. It is very, very cold unless you're dressed for the winter weather.
I'm resistant to
Cloak
cold.
is back on the boat. That is at the island.
Or ice-proof like Chrysara.
Oops.
Give me a coverall. This is bitter cold, sort of leaching into your bones.
Do I need to make one as well? Or
no, you do not.
I'm cold resistant.
You are
17.
17? You're cold, but you're holding up so far. Yeah. It's still really, really cold.
20.
Likewise. There.
13.
Is it Uno?
What was it, Constitution?
Constitution saving throw.
It is a 13.
Still enough. You're not exhausted yet. But this is the kind of cold that you won't survive long in without some source of warmth. But time passes. Eerily still and quiet, apart from the distant of wind on snow. And then the door swings open again. Please come in.
Do you have blankets or furs or anything? I start walking into the door.
You don't want to walk into the door, go through it.
He reaches out, he takes off like one bit of his like this massive layers of furs he's wearing, just drapes it around Aldous.
Thank you.
Aw.
They're all gonna need one too.
I'm fine, thank you.
Torvald will head in.
Right, as you head in, you can see this is an ice palace. You can see the walls carved from ice, icicles hanging from the ceiling. It is not any warmer inside than it was outside. It is still bitterly cold, and as you pass figures sort of in this hallway, you can see lots of their skins sort of coated in thick layers of frost, or sort of icicle hair that seems to be made out of icicles, strange fluttering creatures, and a couple of wolves just padding down the corridor. And then ahead of you, a hallway, this wide circular hall, and in the center of it, seated on on this chair is an almost familiar figure. She's got the same sort of floating layers of white and grey robes, the same pale hair, and even the same rather tattered looking ribbon tied in it. But she looks older, and there's this jagged ice crown on her head now that wasn't there before. Other than that, it does appear to be Olwen.
Sorry.
What are you doing here?
I don't know, but I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You're a queen.
Yes?
How have you been?
I am fine. Who sent you here? How did you get here? Did she send you?
The mirror bitch? I don't think so, no.
Did he send you? The Mist King? Which one of them? Who are you working for?
No one. I would never harm you. You're my daughter.
Why are you here?
I don't know. We were attacked by a dragon and I called out for help.
Odd. Very odd. You do look slightly singed.
It was a red dragon.
Fire. Never did like fire. What happened to the other one that was with you? The Daughter of the Wind.
Replaced. What's up?
You just swap them out. I see.
She had her own path to walk, so she left us behind. She had some family matters to take care of.
Family. It's strange. I remember you were kind to me when I first tried to come to your world. I feel I should repay that kindness somehow. Is that how it works?
I'm not here for any sort of favor. I don't know how I got here. I'm just glad to see you.
Glad.
You do remember me, right?
I remember you, yes. You were the human who brought me to the mortal world and adopted me as her daughter. You gave me a ribbon that meant a very good deal to me. Then you killed my brother. And I succeeded him to the throne of Winter.
He did attack us, and he wasn't cruel to you and threw you in a dungeon. So yeah.
I know.
Sorry.
I don't mind that you killed him.
Okay, good. We kicked his ass.
Thought I had learned everything about this group up until this point, and now I'm learning new things I wasn't anticipating learning, so this is good. This is good. This tracks, to be honest.
Sorry, we forgot to tell you about that.
No, it's fine.
I'm not really her daughter. Not well. It was.
Well, I adopted you. That makes you every bit my daughter.
Maybe yes, but in most cases, yes. But I am also an immortal, several thousand-year-old Isfjell that was trying to deceive you in order to take over your world. So I'm not sure that
I told you so.
Shut up,
really
Torvald.
falls under the normal rules of adoption, does it?
I choose to overlook that. I love you anyway.
Well, in which case I am her daughter still. But
Shut up, Torvald.
I didn't
So-
even say anything.
I saw the look on your face. So can I have a hug?
Hug. Yes. Sort of awkwardly holds her arms.
She'll go up there and just give her a hug and like pick her up and
She doesn't seem. He doesn't seem to really react at all. Just kind of, you know, when you've like go to hug someone and they're just like arms just kind of still down at her side.
you seem a bit different, but
Frigid.
What?
She seems a bit cold to me.
I am the Queen of Winter.
this guy, you're a queen.
Yes.
Aldous, my daughter's a queen.
I
Congratulations.
suppose that makes you the Queen Mother of Winter.
The queen mother of winter.
Although my mother was in many ways the same as my father, the spirit of the winter itself. We are all but fragments of that winter. I was the last fragment. But yes, you I think I understand. Were you trying to get to the Fae?
Yes.
Hmm. Perhaps you just went astray somewhere. Perhaps someone tried to.
I called for the
Yeah.
Mist King. We have a bit of an agreement.
And yet you call yourself my mother. And
I
have
didn't
an
know
agreement with one of my enemies.
I didn't know that you were free. Was still trying to rescue you the last I heard. No one told me that you were the queen, that you were where you should be.
Well, I'm sorry word was not sent. Perhaps the Mist King had his own reasons for allowing you to believe I was still in danger.
Why is he your enemy? What has he done?
His realm borders onto mine. There has been a long-standing border dispute.
He knew you were my daughter. He knew better than to. He hasn't tried to attack you, has he?
No, he is mostly an expert in waiting for other people to do things. But
What about the other one? Has she bothered you?
not yet. But I am more concerned about other dangers than that she poses to this realm. It's very. You look cold. Are you cold?
They are.
Should I make them warm? Will they die if they get too cold?
Yes. Yes, they will.
Yeah. Yes, fetch furs for my guests and try and find some warm drinks. I think we might have someone capable of making warm things somewhere. Non-frozen drinks. That will keep you alive, yes? Yes?
See, Torvald, she just wants to help. Still.
Oh, yeah, that's what she was doing the whole time, just trying to help.
Oh, no. Definitely not.
Just tell him that.
Why should I lie to him? What
Because
do I
he's a
gain from
pain.
that?
He's a pain in my ass.
My brother cast me out because I had plans upon the mortal realm. And I was making some headway with those plans until he brought me back here, and then you killed him. And now I have little time to make plans on the mortal realm, as I have many more concerns to attend to here.
So we killed the good guy and helped the evil guy. Huh. Out of character. Huh. Whoops.
But I have no time.
What things are you having to worry about?
The end of all things. Something is coming. Something is coming faster than we expected. Something has been drawn to this world. They are. I have tried to see clearly in the eyes what it is, but all I know is they're coming and they're looking for something.
Oh, probably those wand pieces.
And the more whatever they're looking for, they will not stop at anything to seek it. They will burn worlds. They will destroy both Fae and mortal, whatever stands in their path to get it, if it is still here.
Will you help us stop them?
Against all the powers that come looking for that thing, if it was just the dead queen alone, just the outsider, maybe, but both the outsider, the Lich Queen, everything else will come looking and seeking the power.
But what thing? You said thing.
A wand, a key, a weapon, a means to open. This world lies at a weak point between what was before and what is now. Whoever has that can wield all the powers of the chaos that was before. That's why they want it. And long ago, it was broken, scattered up, and the idea that that would keep it safe and keep the world safe, that no one would.
That's what we're looking for.
Mhm.
Adair, you said the two, Lena and Ventress had it 2 pieces each, 1 piece each.
1 piece each, correct.
Can you bring them here?
I cannot just kidnap people from thin air. Unfortunately, I could send you to where they are, maybe, or close to there. But
Dare will step forward and go, please do. I feel bad about leaving them behind. The wand pieces, not 9 fingers.
How many pieces are we at this point? Does anyone know?
5.
5 including those 2?
Mm-mm.
7 including those 2. How many are there?
9.
Oh, we're doing pretty good.
Well, that does mean that whatever's looking for them will be looking most intently for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Will you help us?
Hide them? To separate them? What do you need help with?
Destroying whatever this is.
You don't think people are trying to destroy it? Why do you think it's scattered around across the world, across?
If
People
they
tried
want
to
it, if they want it so badly, it must be more powerful than they are. So we would like to have it so that we can destroy them.
Mm-hmm.
That's, well, the only fragment I know the location of is in the hands of the Queen of Mirrors.
Mm-hmm. There is another one that is with the dragon in the land of the dead.
Seems a difficult place to reach. I could always kill you if that would be helpful to your cause.
No, we know how to get there. There's portals. We can take them and slowly turn gray ourselves.
Furs are here, and drinks. And the servant goes, like drapes some furs over each of your shoulder and gives you this each a cup of lukewarm water.
Thank you.
It looks very proud of it. Like,
You've done a magnificent job. Thank you.
shuffles off. I can send you where you need to be sent, or I can keep you here if you'd like to stay safe. Although, whilst that thing is here, I don't think you can truly be safe. Whilst it's anywhere in this world. Or your world.
I think the best solution is to finish collecting the pieces, in which case we have to find the 2 elves that have the single piece each.
And take it from them.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming they'll give it to us, we'll have to take them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you wish to leave the Fae and find them then? Is that what you'd like me to send you?
Can you tell where they are?
And Aldous will give a description of Venley and Lena.
One moment. Can I borrow one of your cups, please?
Sure. I'll offer her up mine.
She just takes it and you watch as the surface freezes over.
I remember that happening.
It's what keeps this realm frozen. It's why
So
I cannot leave. Things might start thawing and that would be bad.
So you're not cursed anymore?
Oh, I mean, it's more an expansion of the curse. Whereas before I froze things in a close vicinity, now it extends throughout this realm.
Do you want to be uncursed?
No, it's a blessing. If this land were to thaw, well, many of my people might melt.
Oh, well, that wouldn't be good.
And I think that's bad. Describe your elves again. Let's see.
They look like this. And he ate one of their fingers.
Did it taste nice?
Barely.
I see a tower. I see a city floating in the sky. They look quite singed. They seem unhappy about something. And oh, they noticed I was looking at them.
Can you show them me?
This is
So that they'll think
rather
it was me looking at them.
I don't know if they know who I am.
I figured they'd know me if they saw me.
Possibly. Well, I can tell you how to reach them. If that, I know a shortcut that should get you close to where they are.
All right.
If you take the path out here and head up the mountain, you follow the stars. You'll know it when you see it. And on the other side of the ravine, there's a door. One of her old doorways, a mirror door. It's good you didn't come through it, or else you'd be having to deal with mirror cells everywhere. But if you pass back, by the time you get there, I can. Well, let me see. She sort of rummaged around and pulls out like a small string of blue beads, and she sort of holds it out to you. If you take this, that should take you to the closest mirror to where they are, essentially. Is that adequate?
That would work.
Hmm.
Oh, I got you a new ribbon, and
Oh.
I'll go through my bag, and the blue one that she all this prestidigitation and cleaned it up.
She takes it, kind of just ties it in a little bow in her hair. Thank you.
I thought you might like a new
Well,
one.
Once this is over, if you are still alive, you should come back here and you can explain to me this whole mother thing. I'm still a little unclear as to what exactly being a daughter entails. I have never had a mother before. I am an entity that sprung into being elsewise. This requires some learning, maybe.
I would love to. I don't, now that I've found you again, I don't really want to leave, but we need to finish this.
Yes. Well, good luck, and just watch out over the ravine. The bridge should still be there, but I can't promise that the things might not have come back. I can't remember what they're called, but they don't eat everyone that goes past. Just
Do you think maybe some of your wolves could accompany us as just a little extra guard until we get out?
oh, but then it might eat my wolves, and I'd be low on wolves.
But you don't want them to eat your mother.
Maybe they can eat one of the others. Fine,
Well-
I'll lend you a wolf.
Thank you.
I'm gonna nudge Chrysara. Invite her to the wedding. It'll make her happy. Go ahead.
Do you want to come to the wedding? Adair is getting married. You could come to the mortal world and come to the wedding.
As long as you have no problem with a winter wedding.
Well, I still have your cloak. The ice dragon cloak. You could wear that and maybe not freeze everything.
I will consider.
Adair, you're amazing. You can be my new dad. I have a family. Shit.
I was feeling. Chrysara, it's very quick.
She's been traveling with Adair for a while now.
Adair doesn't need any more surprise family members, I don't think, at this point. Could be another member. He's only got 3. Yeah, she also goes, well, you hear the padding of paws and this large wolf. If a wolf could look unhappy, this wolf would look unhappy as it goes at the 5 of you.
I'll toss it a piece of jerky out of my bag. Thank you for your help, Wolf.
All right, and so the wolf sort of puts the pad out and leads you back out of this palace. Owen still seated impassively on her throne, and just watches you go.
I love you.
I think that is a good thing.
Bye, thank you.
We're getting there. She just needs, some learning. Isn't she great though? She's a queen.
Pretty cool.
That's my daughter, by the way.
Yeah, pretty vital information that was never discussed. She seems cool. I'm fine with it.
Very cool. Too
Very
one
cool.
could say.
What's
Well,
cooler than being cool?
Ice
Ice cold.
So I am going to have to now. I have to negotiate a treaty between her and the Mist King. This is going to be difficult. But if they team up, they could take down the Mirror Queen, and then it would just be the two of them.
Well, there are other kings and queens.
Well, major contenders. There's lots to think about. A lot of work to do after all of this.
But yeah, outside the cave, this ice door sort of swings shut, and the doorman sort of leans towards us. You can keep the fur.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Thank you for visiting.
That's my daughter. That's my daughter in there. That's the queen.
Well, it was an honor, Queen Mother.
And she'll just sort of bow. Keep her safe. I'll have to kick somebody's ass.
And the wind sort of whips icily across the plains. The grumpy looking wolf looks at you and
Oh, don't be that bad. Don't be that way. It's not that bad. Do you want some more jerky?
I don't really like jerky.
I have bread and I have fruit.
I have jerky.
She'll give him some more jerky.
Well, let's not dawdle. Let's just go. Sooner we get this done, the better.
Well, this way. It starts off at like a fair pace of tripping across the snow and ice. And yeah, there's four of you. You could see sort of Sindri still alive. That is a very good question. When did we last have Sindri?
Sindri was at the boat.
In which case, Sindri's probably fine. You can summon her if you.
No, because that requires a lot of work.
I think you can dismiss and summon her when she is already summoned.
You have to dismiss and then you have to re-summon. So you'd have to go through the whole process again.
I think you only have to do that if she's killed, but
I'll look it up later.
Her at the boat. But yeah, the wolf as the wolf pads out across this icy plain, you see the path sort of wind up, sort of rocky, icy slopes. This eerie sort of. It's not just winter; it's the dead sort of. There's no trees, there's no leaves, there's nothing but ice and snow and rocks and this starry sky above. And this wolf, like, strolling along. Well, less strolling, more like grumpily prowling. And the rest of the path winds upwards. Feel free to interrupt at any point. I'm just going to keep describing paths and ice until.
It's a long ice path with icicles and
it's like a little
spikes of ice
and big icicles.
Some of it is a different color. Don't touch the yellow ones.
Be careful about describing, the ice paths. I understand it can become a slippery slope.
Before you know it, like, it's just as the path winds up, and up and up, and roll 20 things. Oh no, that's why. I should stop putting books on my keyboard. It you see ahead of you looks to be a narrow, rocky ravine. With a little rickety looking wooden bridge crossing it. And on the other side you can see the path winds up a little more. You can see this like almost looks to be a mirror that someone has kind of embedded into the cliff face. Just beyond this ravine.
Hey,
Say,
this looks like that one shot as well.
hey,
This
look.
looks
I
very
was thinking it was
familiar.
reindeer games. Yeah.
Hey, when you make
That
a
would be-
ravine map, you
You have to use it.
eventually reintroduce ravines.
Didn't we kill a Mist King around here somewhere?
Oh, don't
Or not Mist King,
map.
the Winter King.
No.
that
This was a one shot that was like
Okay.
mostly women in it, I think.
It was all women. Yes, that is correct. Ladies of Lawful Stupid.
Ah, yes,
I
that's
think
right.
it was a Christmas one.
Yep.
That's right.
Yes. Look.
I remember that.
Would you like me
I
to
like
put up
my
the,
ravine, okay?
I can put up the overlay if you'd like, and we can just play that game.
Sudden switch.
Sudden switch. I can't even remember what the goal of that game was. All I know is there was a witch.
I was a
And a-
player in it, and I don't remember. So
The ultimate goal was raising money for charity.
Yes.
Anyway,
I have. Where was I? Ah, yes. You see this rocky ravine, and you hear sort of the wind twisting and blowing around it. What's this eerie wailing sound is carrying with it? And as the cold that you feel is getting definitely worse. You can see sort of near this ravine, this looks to be a patch of the air that seems to be almost crystallizing and drawing in on itself. These icy tendrils, this shape, this figure forming out of the frozen air, standing between you and the mirror on the other side.
So this is the Mirror Queen's ice crack.
Yes. Let's go with that.
all right. Well, let's go. She said the beads would take us to where we need to go. Oh.
As this
There's a
form
thing there.
crystallizes. I said it was crystallizing out of the air. It's a thing. It's a
Wait,
thing.
put the beads in the
Let's
ice
go.
crack.
Yeah, put the beads in the hole. Let's go.
That is where I'm interrupting with a handily forming ice monster. Just
Run. Let's run past it. Let's just go. No more fighting. Let's just go.
yeah, I'm not interested.
So
Ooh,
we
spooky
are down
fire.
here in the bottom left side of the map, I assume. Is that correct?
No, I think we're at top left.
Or are we at the top?
Where
Oh,
the
wolf.
puppy
I see the
is.
wolf now. Sorry, I'm a little
Yeah.
slow.
that's your friend Grumpy Wolf.
Aw, Grumpy.
He's a good boy.
He's a good doggy.
And it sort of growls towards this creature. It goes, those damn things, I thought they were all gone.
What is it?
We call it the Bridge Ice Monster.
Very
very-
inventive. I like that.
Very original.
What do you call it?
Bob.
Nice.
Bob.
I'd call it Bob.
Bob.
Well, I mean, I guess.
Eric would be better.
Yeah,
Or
but
Dave.
we've got a couple of Erics and a few Daves. I thought we'd go for something new.
Okay, Bob.
Favorite?
Heinrich?
Hey.
How about a Heinrich? No.
Favorite.
We can
That would
call
work.
it dead. I mean,
It takes a
We could
menacing
deal
step
with
forward
that.
as you have it. It's just standing there, going, what should we call it?
dead. Gone. Fire
yeah.
sword.
all right.
Initiative?
Yeah, let's do initiative.
Did
Who's going-
Did Aldous actually want to avoid it, or do we just want to fight it and get it over with?
We could just. It's on the bridge now. We can't get past it.
That's fair. Okay.
We can always try and jump the ravine. We can just,
Oh, I believe some people can fly. We could
Oh,
get
yeah.
past it. I mean, let's be honest here.
you don't have to fight it. Initiative can also be used to run the hell past it.
Yeah, we can run past it. I do
Don't
have
wanna-
my flaming maul, which might melt it, but
And it deserves some
Fine.
action because you couldn't really use it last fight.
Burn it.
but my hit points are not the greatest because we haven't rested.
No.
Fire.
In that case, yeah, let's try to get past because we haven't rested at all.
But I will use my
Oh,
bonus action
crap.
when I can.
That's the thing, though. We haven't had any rest, and we're going to be dropped down on top of them, basically. What do we want to do? Do we want to fight the thing? Do we want to go through, or do we want to go back there a couple of miles and take a nap?
A couple miles and take a nap.
So, I'd like to just imagine that. Hang on.
It's standing there on the bridge growling at us.
Oh, well, my screen replaced it, but basically, the card comes across saying 1 hour later. you double back a bit, like find a bit, huddle around perhaps a little bit of a fire, take a short rest, and 1 hour later return to the ravine.
Is it still sitting there glaring at us?
It's
spot we
kind
were
of
at?
like
Well,
shuffled
I would
over,
say-
it's crouched up on the rock now.
So that we could do this and keep it reasonable with the story, I would like to use my survival skills to create 4 snowmen that replicate us, so
5.
that the creature will think we're just standing. No, I figured the wolf would keep an eye for us. He doesn't
No,
need the rest.
Torvald.
Oh, pardon me. I figured he'd just stay and watch, but anyway, yeah, you're right. So 5 of us.
The thing just sits there watching the snowmen.
And we can take a rest.
Short rest,
There's a lot of wind, so on one of them I would like to take a twig and put like something on it so that when the wind blows it'll spin, so it'll think we're standing there waving at it.
All right. So we're getting a short rest.
I'm feeling generous. Because you would have technically had the option to have to do that back at the palace, but instead,
I'm going to roll 2 of my hit dice.
we'll keep the same initiatives to trying to get past it.
Oh.
Oh. My short rest didn't give me my. Oh, roll.
But yes. So the creature, you see your snowmen still stood there, like hand waving in the wind. This creature crouched up, like just watching, waiting.
Well, at least it was fooled by the snowmen.
Okay, so we're killing it, or what are we doing?
Well, I hope my maul will scare it off.
I mean, I can make my sword be on fire too. So I mean, if we've got 2 big women walking at it with fire swords, I think that might work.
That should hopefully work.
Yeah. So Una would go ahead. I don't know if we're rolling initiative first, but Una would go ahead and activate her Crimson Right.
Yeah, basically, you can activate your Crimson Right, and then
I'd
essentially
activate mine.
either if you're trying to like run past this thing or fight your way past it, I'm going to ask for an initiative to see if you can manage to like dash past before it manages to eat anyone. I mean,
I think the goal is intimidate it.
Yeah.
We both have our fire swords and we just walk towards it, and if it stays where it is, then we'll fight. But if not, like ideally it'll run away. Cool.
I'll ask for intimidation from both of you then. You might be able to scare this thing back.
Let me take my damage necessary to intimidate.
What's a 23? Yeah, I definitely say my activation word and my maul will burst into flame.
Believe it or not, Uno's intimidation is very low, so we'll see. Ooh, okay, still an 18 though.
The creature just kind of backs up on the rocks. Hunkers down.
Nice.
I'll give my maul a good couple of swings until it brighten your flame up a little bit. Look, act aggressive.
But yeah, the path to this mirror is clear.
Nice.
Yes.
I'll be behind.
I would go ahead and stand in front of it and just kind of have my sword in front. I've got like gloves on that are fireproof because I use fire a lot. So I've got like my sword and I'm like barring it up with my hand like this, just kind of staring at it while everyone passes.
Well, while they're terrorizing the thing, I would like to take a look at the bridge because I believe we're still on the far side and see if it looks like it can support us.
It looks incredibly rickety. It can probably support one person at a time.
I think we're going to have to be careful and only one person cross this at a time.
Should one of us go first with the fire to keep it away, or do you think we're...
No, because then we'll be focusing on rescuing you instead of intimidating it, so... And I am just going to run across it.
I'm going to push him off.
The timbers like creak under your feet a bit.
I'm trying to save you.
And as you're running across the rickety timbers, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please, Adair, as you feel this slight just push between your shoulder blades.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
Someone spectral has somebody or something. Just that little push.
I failed.
Towards the edge. And you start to fall.
I didn't really push him.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
I am going to cast Fly and try to catch him.
All right, you can try. I'm gonna ask for an acrobatics check to try and like dive and get him.
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
+1.
As Adair starts to fall.
That is a 10.
Adair needs new dice.
Adair is basically, by the time you manage to see him falling, cast Fly and start to dive after him, he's falling a lot faster than you could do that. Adair.
Yes.
You're falling to the bottom of a chasm. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I'm going to go over all the horrible things that I've done in my life, balanced out with the good things, and still curse the fact that people believe in the gods, because there's not much else I can do.
I am going to dash with my fly.
Adair, you're a druid.
Wild shape into a bird.
We haven't rested, and I am no longer a moon druid, so I don't believe I have the gift of flight at the moment.
You had a short rest.
You had a short rest.
That gives you back your wild shape.
You have to be able to wild shape into something that can fly.
Can you wild shape into something that can climb?
You've been an eagle before?
I have changed my association of druid, and I'm not sure at level 10 I can still do that.
I think you
I will have to look and I will have to look and see, because I don't remember.
I think you can.
I know I lost some abilities. That's why I'm looking at this.
Yeah.
So.
I am dashing.
You can see him just falling. As you're speeding down, like trying to catch him. the bottom of this chasm getting closer and closer and closer.
See, as he speed reads what he can do.
I'm trying to verify because I don't remember, honestly. There was a limit that I could do it as a Circle of the Moon, but not as the other types of druid at that.
By 8th level,
certain
you
levels.
can have a flying speed.
Cool.
Yeah.
Aldrich. It's one of the few classes I know because I play a druid.
Well, then let's go with something that has a very low CR so that I know
As
I
the
can do
bottom
it.
it's up to CR1.
A canary.
I'll turn into a sparrow.
And Aldous, you see, as the bottom of this jagged ravine sort of rapidly approaches.
God damn it!
Is he trying to give us a heart attack?
Stop where I'm at before I hit the bottom, and then I go back up.
Just
and
fly
I say,
across.
I am going to grab Torvald and fly him across.
Yep.
Do I need to bring anybody else across with me?
If we're gonna get pushed off every time we walk off, yeah.
All right, then I will quickly drop Torvald right here in front of the mirror, right there, and then I will go back and grab Chrysara and drop her off right behind him, and I think that's everybody.
Get the wolf. Get the wolf too.
I will ask the wolf quickly.
Wait,
do you want to come across?
No!
Then I will leave him there and I will land because I only have 10 minutes of flight.
Was I crossed the bridge earlier when I went to go.
Yeah, you're fine.
Nothing happened?
Nothing, no one pushed you.
Okay. So I'm good.
Okay. And
Okay.
Torvald's right here. Chrysara's right there. I'm right here. And Adair is a bird.
Adair is a
Good for
bird.
him. Good for him.
That's it. Adair is a bird. He's like, you see the stars sort of sparkling up above, and you almost for a moment that it's almost like the image of a bird across the sky, and the words, "You can turn into a bird," emblazoned in starlight. But yeah, ahead of you, the creature is up on these rocks, sort of prowling back and forth menacingly, but doesn't seem to want to get too close to either Chrysara or Uno. And ahead of you, there's this tarnished, frosted mirror, like embedded into the rock face.
All right.
And yeah, what would you like to do?
I am going to look at how we're supposed to get through the mirror.
You have the token that the Queen gave you, and there is a mirror. That's kind of the instructions you received. You've walked through mirrors before.
How many beads were given as the token?
Just it's just a string of them, about 12 on a string.
Okay. And I will walk through the mirror.
And you watch the surface ripples like water, and she steps through.
Are we all doing that?
I've done it. That's up to you guys.
I'll go after you.
Aldous first, then Chrysara. This may become relevant on the other side.
Oh, good. And the only person who could tell me more about where we're going is a bird.
I'll land on Uno's shoulder.
I should have asked more questions about you guys before I agreed to just kind of sign my to walk through.
All right, and the world ripples away. This sense of falling, moving again. And I think this would be the perfect place to go to break. We are somewhat back for a given value of here and severely lacking in caffeine. But you step into the mirror from the Feywild, and the ice and cold disappears, fades away. And the next thing you know, you are standing. Well, first of all, Aldous was the first to step through. You have steps, half step, half fall out of this full-length mirror into what appears to be a dressing room. There are clothes laid out on various surfaces. There's a wardrobe, this full-length dressing mirror, scattering of shoes across the floor.
Is it empty?
There's currently no people in there.
Perfect. I'm gonna go bar the door.
So, there doesn't appear to be a lock on it. There is a chair you could shove to barricade the door.
Yes, that is what I'm doing.
All right.
Does anything in this room look familiar? Clothing, items, anything? Shape?
As the two as Uno and Chrysara follow through, you see this room. The clothing, it appears to be made entirely women's clothing. There's a lot of it. You don't recognize any specific items, but it looks somewhat elven in design. There is also one window in this room that seems to look out onto sky. And there you are.
Okay, I've blocked the door. Nobody can come in. What are we doing?
Where do we think we are?
She said we're in the mirror nearest to them, which means we're in their house.
Okay.
Maybe. I'm assuming that because this is a closet full of clothing. Some of it's really pretty.
Does any of
it... hey, look, there's a green one for you.
Does it fit? Does it fit me?
It's probably, Chrysara's quite tall, right?
Mm-hmm.
It probably
She's not a delicate elf.
Yeah, this is delicate elf-sized clothing. Some of it you might be able to fit in at a push, but the more fitted items, no.
Well, I can't take any of it because I don't think it fits me. It might fit Olin, though.
Why are we talking about stealing clothes? Are we here on a rescue mission?
Not a rescue. Well, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
We need to find. Adair says that there's 2 pieces, and that each of them was holding one. Side note. I want to take that piece that Adair handed me and see if it will connect to the piece that I was keeping in my shirt. Will it connect?
The piece that you're keeping in the shirt was the shard you got from the giants. Is that correct?
Yes, it's the teleportation piece. That did not fit with the rest of the wand that I have.
Yes, there's this flash of bright white light. This sort of hum in the air as the two join together. Like the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end. It seems to be a lot brighter and louder. Not louder. It's silent, but you can sort of feel it running through you. A lot stronger than you felt when you joined the previous shards.
Okay, did I get a vision from that?
And you get this flickering image, this sense. It's sort of confused and all tangled up. Mostly, you're getting a sense of this sense of where you are now, pretty much. It's strange. It's calling you to being where you are, and then there's another. It's all muddled and mixed up and layered on top of each other. As you also get this sense of far distance and this cold chill of the stars and something coming nearer. You see the creaking of the hull of a ship and the flapping of wings, and then it's gone. You're back in this room, like.
Okay, I will.
Sorry.
So I was going to say I will just describe everything I'm seeing right after I see it.
Did the wolf stay behind?
Yes.
Okay.
Wolf did not want to come with you.
You would have had more fun over here.
Lady Venley? Lady Venley? Is everything all right? Are you...
Everything's fine.
Oh, make me a deception check. You can hear this muffled voice calling through the door.
That is a nat 20. That is a nat 20.
Just shout if you need anything. I'm just going to go down to take these documents down to the palace. Just there'll be servants around though.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Well, now that I just saved us all.
One of these days, we are going to face consequences for our actions. And I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Apparently, it's not today, but it's going to be someday. And I know that I'm going to get messed up for it. All right, what are we doing? Are we just panty raiding? I mean, what are we doing?
Well,
is there anything in the room?
The vision says that it's here. When the pieces connect, they give the person holding them a vision, and the vision said that there's pieces here somewhere, and that whatever is in the stars is coming closer. But not the piece
it was sort of a nebulous sense of here, like before.
Here, like, yeah. Not in this room, but maybe in this building. I don't know.
Start in here first. Check drawers.
We don't have the energy to fight.
Well, we better hurry, because I don't want to be sleeping in her bed whenever she shows up.
I would like to do a somersault off of Uno's shoulder towards Chrysara and transform back to Adair as I land on the floor. That way I flip the bird at Chrysara and I have turned back into Adair.
Oh, please make me an acrobatics check for style and roll twice. You can have advantage on this for. Let's call it inspiration. Divine inspiration.
Nat 20.
That's what you choose to spend your nat 20s on. Not combat, not life-saving, fucking with me. Okay.
All right, so I am going to take that time to check the pockets and things of a quarter of the room. I am going to assume Torvald is going to do the same, since he did come with us technically, but...
And I'm going to pull out a forked twig from my pocket and cast Locate Object. Sorry, I didn't see your lips moving that.
I'll have investigation checks from the people who are searching
Uno is searching for anything else interesting. Rather than look for the wand, she's going to actually put her efforts into trying to look for any other weird things that might be around. Just for fun.
I rolled a 14.
I got an 18.
Okay. Rummaging round through the clothes, neither of you can find any shards of the crystal wand. Una, what did you get?
I got a 23.
All right. The rest, I mean, you do find between the pair of you, both of you find several. There's lots of nice clothes in here. There's lots of very fancy gloves, cloaks, fur-lined capes. Like whoever owns this wardrobe spends a lot of money on clothing. And you also notice there's a lot of rummaging through, as well as the very fancy clothing. There's also very plain, boring clothing, some scruffy maids' outfits, multiple different uniforms of varying types, and clothing of all sorts of styles. And Uno, you find this rather nice, like, jewelry box. And sort of laid out inside are only a range of necklaces and different sort of gemstones, clearly worth quite a lot. Placed carefully in a box beside it is a hat. It looks like this blue velvet hat. It's not with all the other hats. It's been placed next to this jewelry box, and it's very like carefully placed.
What would Uno think is the most valuable of all of that?
There is a lovely diamond necklace.
Oh. Cool. Uno will take that. And she'll investigate the hat too. Can I don't want to just put it on my head immediately. Is there some kind of like, do I think it's magical? Can I make an arcana check on it?
What was you get with your investigation, 18?
I got a 23.
23. You definitely, from the way it's being kept and like the embroidery around inside it seems to be like these little lines of sigil. So it definitely looks like this is intended to be some form of magic hat. I'll give you an arcana check for whether you can determine just from like trying to look it over what sort of magic hat this might be. And yes, I'm back at it with the magic hats. You lose one, you gain one. It's a 1 in, 1 out policy. You can
And a
never
19.
be with. From the sigils, you suppose this perhaps a hat of disguise intended to disguise the wearer.
Cool. All right. Uno puts it on.
So either they're into some very serious role play.
We know it's not role play, except for it is, because we know that she's a spy of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
That horrible wench.
I'm going to take any dresses that look like they might fit Olwen.
He's bundling up.
Mm-hmm. The prettiest ones. She's queen.
You, as all this searching is going on, you're casting locate object, and you get a sense of the shards being about 20 feet or so directly above you.
Both of them?
Both of them.
I will point up and go, the shards are up there about 20 feet.
Well, who brought us all?
Oh, no, we're going to have to use the stairs. But I tell you right now, we're probably not in a condition to do this right this moment.
It's... The servant left.
I'm still kind of hurting from the dragon. We don't have any health potions.
It's okay. It's okay. I found a hat.
And it looks lovely on you. It is not matching your black, though.
No. Well, I mean, blue, black, it's fine. It'll match perfectly fine in a moment. Just give me like a moment. And you can tell Uno has like we're in the bedroom, right? Uno is sat on the bed and is like
It,
just kind of
it
like
appears to be a dressing room.
I haven't opened the door to the bedroom yet.
right. Any type of place that she can sit. Uno will
You can sit in the
just be
chair
very
that's
focused.
blocking the door.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's where she'd sit, and she's just very focused. Like, well, give me a minute. It's okay. This hat will look really, really good.
Time passes by as you sort of slowly get a sense of this hat. As Uno is attuning to this hat, apart from rifling through and like sizing up clothing, is there anything the rest of you want to do?
Where did she find that hat?
She found it while she was looking around through the belongings in the room.
Okay, I'm going to go over there and see if I can see anything else that might be magical. Because she said that the hat she can do something with. So, yeah, I'm going to look for something over in that area. It seems like that might be.
Just by the little necklace box. I didn't really see anything else magical, but you might know better than I do.
Yep. If there's anything that's got words or looks like words, I'm going to try to read it.
Nothing. I mean, this is mainly clothing. This is essentially a large walk-in wardrobe you're all in here.
Right.
Other than fancy clothing and jewelry, nothing else much stands out in here.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm just going to turn around and watch Uno sit there and do nothing, it looks like.
And after
I'll press my ear to the door to just see if I hear anything, but
make me a perception check, please.
Don't suck.
Nothing. It's a very good door. Very good at essentially blocking sound here. But after a short while, I'm going to, for the sake of convenience, you feel your connection to this hat sort of snap into focus. And you now have one Hat of Disguise. You can use an action to cast a disguise self spell at will.
I would love to do that right now.
What would you like to look like?
I would like to look like Venli. Am I capable of having a missing finger with disguise self, or would I still have all 10?
You would look like you have a missing finger. If someone were to shake your hand,
okay,
they would notice
the appearance, but it's still there physically. Okay, great. That's great. You are muted.
I believe you are muted.
If you would like to improve the costume, I could help.
No, I was considering it, but it looks fine. It's okay. We'll be okay.
Well, then that means you can actually look around the room.
Yes.
Out there.
That's the goal. I'm not stealthy, so
should we stay in the closet while she looks, or can we come out of the closet?
Well, I'm sure if someone shows up and asks why y'all are here, I mean I'm the lady of the house.
Very that's pretty much how she acts. Yeah, spot on.
Thank you. Well, cool. Let's go check it out.
Okay. I'll follow you.
Let's go check it out. I don't know. I can't do that. That's what a garbage way to talk. She'll just move the chair and open the door.
As you open it, you see on the other side of it appears to be a stairwell leading up and down. There doesn't appear to be any other rooms on this floor.
Just a whole dressing room floor. I love that.
It
okay.
was a big room.
Up, right?
Do we want to do this right now?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have time to rest.
I'm a dragon lady. Everyone listens to me. Everyone likes me. I've got stolen one pieces. We'll be okay.
Oh, I'm going to go back into the closet, and I'm going to pet my bag of withholding. I'm going to pet it, and I'm going to coo at it, and I'm going to ask it to pretty please wake up and let me have the other half of the wand that's inside.
Okay, give me a persuasion check on this down bag.
All right.
That doesn't look good.
That's an 8.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to glare at it. Open up. Please. Just like that. Damn it, do you want me to set you on fire?
Try intimidation.
I'm going to give you one chance in intimidation here. Though you might upset the bag, it might not be as amenable in the future.
I'm going to touch her on the shoulder and say, "You got this." And you can roll a d4 to add on to that with guidance.
Oh, guidance. Very useful.
8 plus 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14.
Very reluctantly, the bag opens up. Like if a bag could look displeased, it would.
Look, if you would be a little bit nicer and letting us, at least me, open you up, I wouldn't threaten you. And so I'll stick my hand into the bag and try to grab the rest of the crystal wand.
Probably
pull
enough,
that
that's
out.
Chrysara's pickup line.
Moving swiftly on. You have the wand.
Okay, so I have the 3-piece wand, and then I have the 2 pieces. I'm going to close the door while I'm still in the closet, and I'm going to try to conjoin the 2 pieces, if it works.
They do not join.
Okay, so I'm going to stick the piece that I just had, because I left the bag open, and put it back into the bag, and close it. And then I'm going to take the piece that I've had in my shirt. It's now a little bit longer. I'm going to put it back into my shirt against my skin. Hopefully that'll help it attune. Or it's already attuned to me now, right? Since they conjoined the 2
yes,
pieces.
it is one item. So it has the powers of the previous one, plus I sent it to Tam. I will find it and send it to you in a moment. I may need to actually look up what that spell does, because I forgot when I wrote down the note to write down what the spell did. And yeah, so you've got a corridor, you've got a staircase leading up and down. You have Lady Venley, and what would you like to do?
Up the stairs, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so who is everyone going with? Lady Venley?
Well, of course.
All of us. Yeah, I go back out the closet and follow.
Okay. Heading up the staircase. Doesn't seem to be anyone else really much around. About a floor above, you find there's another door, and then the staircase leads on further beyond that. This solid, polished wooden door.
All right. I'll knock first. I'll knock. Chrysara, get ready to do your to do that voice again. I can't do it.
I got you.
I'll just move my lips.
There is no response.
Perfect. We'll go in.
And the door swings open, and on the other side appears to be a bedchamber. There is like a desk set up against one window, this big four-poster bed with lovely curtains draped around it, a sitting chair off to one corner, windows looking out over sky, a weird lack of mirrors, and the curtains around the bed are drawn, and you can hear the soft sound of almost, it sounds like almost snoring. And sort of scattered, like chucked over the back of one chair, you can see a very singed looking coat. Looks like it's been half set on fire. It's a very and the green cloak and boots coated in like ash and soot. It's just been put at the foot of the bed.
I'm going to lean over to Adair, putting my mouth directly against his ear, and I'm going to ask in the softest sound I can, where are they?
How long has it been since I cast that?
You cast probably about, giving all this fapping, around half an hour.
Oh, okay. I don't
Maybe a little
know.
less. How
I
long
would
does it last?
10 minutes. So
Probably
Wait-
more than
wait
10
too long.
minutes, yeah.
I don't know. Give me a moment and I will sit down and burn another spell slot and cast it again.
And you get a sense it calling you to the bed, the curtained off four-poster bed.
Hey, Aldous, come over to the bed with me.
Mm-hmm. And I do. I tiptoe quietly.
I'll
Am
go
I
ahead
seeing
and
one of them or two of them?
Both.
I'll go ahead and stand by the door, and if anyone walks up, I'll redirect.
Can I tell where on the bed they are?
About like one slightly to the left, one slightly to the right.
I'm going.
Towards the
I
upper
would
end
like
of the
to.
bed.
I would like to use my excellent perception skills to see if I detect anyone on these beds because elves don't sleep.
You can hear the sound of elves do sleep now. The trance. It's essentially the same as.
Well, I was always told they didn't sleep, but that was from,
Yeah.
our good friend the gnome druids.
Trancing, sleep, same difference, and also the DM occasionally forgets entirely important facts that.
I will lean over to Aldous and, not quite as softly as she said it, but close, I will say, do we need to kill them first or just grab them and run?
I will say it just as softly as I said last time. Let's grab it and teleport.
I would like to try something very risky here. You said that it's curtained off,
Yes.
but I have a vision that I can see exactly where this thing is, correct?
Yes.
I would like to stick my hand in and grab the one that is closest to us.
All right. Give
Slowly,
me a sleight of hand
stealthily,
check.
and sneakily.
Because sleight of hand, the skill that I don't think has been used for so long in this game.
And I am going to touch myself and say, you can do this.
I am not making any jokes
Hey,
here because
where
this
you
is
go with that is your
sliding
business.
Too far down the line.
And I will just say, the odds of this being a good roll are very slim, so. Well, I'll be doggone. That's a 21.
You slip your hand through and you come back with it. Essentially, I to pull off what appears to be a fine silver chain with a shard of crystal on the end, like strung as a necklace.
I will.
With only the barest brush of skin and like the edge of like a nightshirt.
I will quickly hand that to Aldous.
I will take it and I will shove it into my shirt. Right.
I will then take my sheep.
No, I won't shove it into my shirt. I will shove it into one of the pouches that is not the bag of withholding.
Right.
I will take the edge of Aldous' sleeve and mop my brow.
That is fine.
But the rest of you just kind of like stop it. Shh, shh.
Now here's the
Arms full of
challenging
stolen
question.
clothing.
Do I try for the other one from the same side of the bed, or do I go around the bed? How risky do we want to be here?
Go around.
All
Go
right,
around.
fine.
And I'm going to gesture to Uno, Crisara, and Torvald to get really close together. And I'm going to mouth to them. Mouth, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say, we're going to teleport soon.
I'll link arms with Uno.
I'm going to wait a couple of minutes until everything calms
Not the
back
sheep.
down to the very calmness that it was before, and then I'm going to try the same stupid trick again.
Like here, like the other side. Just like, oh god. Another sleight of hand.
I don't get this lucky twice, you know.
No. Nobody
You
does.
got this.
You got this.
17.
Your hand closes around this crystal, and then you feel a hand close tight around your wrist. So your hand stuck through the curtains of the bed. You feel like, and
I
then a
shapeshift
shout.
into...
Smother them! Smother them! Grab the pillows! Smother them!
So there's a shout of alarm as you shapeshift you into.
A brown... Well, let's see. I want to be able to hold
Something
it.
big enough to put your paw over, Mel. Like,
No, I'm thinking I want something strong enough I can hold on to it and pull away. I'm going to...
Gorilla?
I want to do a bear, but I'm trying to find the right... A bear or an ape. So...
Gorilla.
Yeah, I was thinking gorilla.
There's a shout of alarm.
What's that?
Let's go with gorilla. I think that works.
Okay, as there's suddenly this like ripple of curtains and this gorilla there, and what is everyone else doing in that instant?
In that instant, in that, yeah. No. In that instant, I'm grabbing Torvald and I'm heading towards Adair, and I'm getting ready to cast that teleport with the thing, but I want to make sure Crisara and Uno are near enough.
Okay, in which case, I'm going to ask for an initiative roll, because this is all about to hit off quite fast, as like this curtain's torn out, and there's a rather pissed off looking Venley in a nightshirt wrestling a gorilla. Going, what the fuck?
That's a 21 for my initiative. Yeah.
Okay, I think you maybe be top of that.
Mine sucks.
Actually, is anyone faster than a 21?
No.
In which case, Aldous, what are you doing?
Is the group that I want teleported close enough?
I think given the size of the teleport spell strand and the size of a room, yes.
Okay, in that case, I want to teleport us directly to our boat.
The range is 10 feet. Like, this room's not that big. Okay.
And so I only want to take Adair, Crisara, Uno, Torvald, and myself.
That seems fair. When stealing from someone, it is inadvisable to take them with you into a car. Okay, in which case, I'm going to ask you to roll rather than me roll. Roll me 1d100, please, Aldous.
1d100. I don't have a d100. But I have roll 20. I just realized a D100 is 2 D10s, right?
Yes, Adair.
So I had hold of the crystal.
Yes.
Vinley had hold of my arm when I changed, right?
Yes. Yes.
If I have time before we go, I want to bite off one of her fingers as we vanish.
Oh, roll me an attack from this gorilla. I definitely think that. Kasara and Uno, anything you want to do in this last instant? Well, the teleport spell takes action around you. This fizzling of sparks and swirl of mist.
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's enough time.
This would be a
Okay,
melee attack, right?
Yes, melee attack. What did you get on the D100, please, Alice?
I rolled a 99. It's in roll 20.
Okay. All right. What did you get on your bite attack?
19.
There's a burst of blood, and as the gorilla disappears, goes with it, there's another finger. And the world sort of disappears and melts away around you. You hear this swearing in a flurry of swearing in Elvish, and then a thud as your feet hit the deck of the Cloud Maiden. And you're standing there, a gorilla, Aldous holding one shard of the wand, Krasara still holding clothing, and Uno still in the guise of Venli on the deck of the Cloud Maiden.
And Torvald.
And Torvald. And Sindri sits up from the chair, stretches, and then just looks at the five of you and shakes her head a little. I don't know if cats can shake their head, but if
does she say anything to me mentally?
I am not going to ask.
And I will just send her pictures of everything we went through since I saw her the previous day.
And then there's sort of a rumble in the air, and you can see you're still on the shores of Denvala.
Okay, and on that note, I am going to quickly go about making the boat disconnected from whatever it was mooring it in place, and I will sit into the chair, and I am going to use my last bubble of what's it called? Magic slots, and I am going to see if I can take us out into the water and then under the water. I'm going to create an air bubble around the boat as I'm sitting in the chair and take us underwater.
Okay. Yes, you can do that.
Sweet.
This boat has, if you're using a spell slot to initiate it, this boat has climate control, which extends to being able to summon up a bubble of air around it.
Sweet.
So, for the rest of you's perspective, the boat sails out from the shore, and just the prow of the boat starts to dip down into the water, more and more, and you watch as the water sort of rises up around you on all sides, sort of closes around you until you're in this sort of twilight light under the waves.
And I am going to
fish swimming past.
I am going to head back towards Isfjell.
Okay.
I'm going to keep us submerged as long as the spell slot will allow us, because I do not want the giant fire dragon attacking us while we're this close.
That sounds very fair. And as the boat in a bubble sets sail back towards Isfjell, it is a little early, but I think that may be an excellent place to leave off tonight's escapades. We have covered the Feywild, robbing elves in their sleep. Sleep now. And now,
And now I'm
and
Bentley.
now we all live in a magic submarine.
I must say, Vinley, you
Everybody's-
look stunning in that cloak.
I am going to tell them they can all take their rest. I will do this as long as I possibly can.
Well, that definitely things happen.
Things did happen.
But you have now 7 shards of the crystal wand,
Mhm.
and yeah, you've got a lot on your side here as things are drawing to a climax. Whatever happens the next couple of weeks of Isfjell, well, we shall see. And
Whew.
thank you for everyone who is here tonight. Keeping up with these shenanigans. Thank you to everyone for joining us, and good night or good afternoon to people who still have daylight left.
Oh, it's only 2 p.m. for me.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Going
to bed.
Weird. I'm going to bed.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.